as well. Why do you want to get married? And people always have the things like, I'm running out of age. I just want to have a partner, of course, that is regular sex. I just want to have children. I feel I'm of age. Those are the excuses always people give when you ask them why do they want to get married. Now, I was telling a friend that is not a reason enough for anybody to get married, because that's a lifetime commitment. Now, we know a lot of people who are in relationships today, but basically what they have is a sexual relationship. They have a sexual partner, but they do not share some of the intimate things with their partner. Their partner do not know what they're going through. Their partners do not know their a lot about them. Basically, what they have is a bedmate. We're always sleeping together. We have somebody with whom we have, but when you go through struggles, you even don't share with them. So I told them, if you are getting married, let's go beyond this. And I also want us to see that actually, before you get married, I want us to look deeply to yourself. Do you think you were meant to get married? Because sometimes you realize that not all of us are called into certain things. The Catholics understand this. That's why some people go into priesthood. Some people go into those things. And now somebody just knows that, my role was never meant to be married. Now, that's not just a Catholic thing. It might be a calling worldwide. It could be for somebody else out there. I've come across some few white people who also know that they're like, I'm getting married, but I'm not having kids. I'm getting married, but I'm not getting married because I do not want to have kids. So there are people who take decisions. So when you take the journey to self-discovery, you get to know whether you are meant to have kids or not. And in Africa, getting married is like growing teeth. That's why if you're not married, everybody condemns you. To them, marriage is like growing teeth. Marriage is like it's just like if you're not married, it's like a part of your body is missing, so someone looks at you strangely. So I now gave one of my friends these examples. I said, do you know Joyce Meyer? Or have you heard of her? It's like, yeah, I've heard of her. Do you know her husband? She's like, no, I don't know her husband. Do you know any of her kids? No, I don't know any of her kids. Okay. So, but have you heard of Lucky Dube? Like, yeah. Do you know any of his kids? No. Do you know any of his sons or children? No. It's like, okay. So I mentioned to her a few of the people we know, and she says no. It's like, how do you know them? You know them for the value they place in this world. Now, beyond marriage, beyond children, there is something greater the world is going to remember you for. If we have children, it's very good. If we get married, it is very good. But you're going to be remembered maybe for a few generations. You'll be remembered for a few generations, because no one is going to remember you for birthing. No, nobody's going to remember you for getting married. They're going to remember you for the value you have left in this world. What have you left in this world? What is that thing you have done for this world? Each and everyone is looking for the value. And I just hope you get to meet yourself so that you find that greater value. Because a lot of us have been lied to, more especially the girl child. We have been lied to that, the thing you're only valuable when you're attached to somebody, you're attached to a man, you're attached to a woman. That's when you're valuable. If you're not attached, you are not important. There is so much society has taught us, and a lot of people are now moving. They are losing themselves. They're losing their heads, and now they're looking for those attachments so that they are complete. And now when you are wrongly attached, definitely you're going to struggle. Today, I've seen so many men and women are struggling in their relationships. A lot of men and women. I met one who told me, when I married my wife, I didn't do any development. But before I met this lady, I bought assets. I had this. Now, when I met this lady, everything came to a standstill. And now when she left me, I've developed further. So you realize that if somebody doesn't have the ability to build you, if they cannot make you better, then they seem irrelevant in your life. So I just hope we liberate our children from some of these things, more especially the girl child. In Africa, the girl child is tied to a man. Women are tied to men. Women are tied to men. So a lot of them can't live without men. A lot of them can't live without men. Is it wrong to be tied to have a partner? No, it's not wrong. There is a season where the girl stays for about many years of their lives just thinking about men. They're just thinking, when am I going to get married? When am I going to? And usually that starts from the age of, I think, around 17 for most of them. 17, 15. That's when a lot of them start relating. Meaning if somebody is not married up to 28, even 30, they're still in that phase of, when am I going to? When am I going to? That desperation, she is always in it for about 10 to 15 years. Somebody is desperately waiting for a man. And so when they don't find, they get frustrated. I hope we liberate our daughters from these things. If you are a father of a daughter, you're a mother to a daughter, let us liberate our children from some of these belief systems. Nobody remembers you for marriage. After this, a few years now, you're going to be forgotten. You're going to be forgotten. But when you find your ideal value, that value doesn't care whether you're a man or a woman. We have heard of Mother Teresa. We have never met her, but her legacy is still going on because she built something that is still being remembered. We remember prophets in the Bible, because of the value they had set. So I just hope you will set a value beyond just these attachments. I love attachments. I love them. But do not make them define you. Do not get your definition from being something else. And I just hope you get a life of your own, because at the end of it all, it is you versus you. Get to love yourself. Get to enjoy yourself. Get to enjoy your personality. Get to enjoy your uniqueness. I love you with the love of Christ. Bye-bye.